Chalo. So how do you define a wave beta? Wave is nothing but a sort of a disturbance, or I can say an energy which has been transmitted from one point to the another point. Okay, so it is a sort of a disturbance, or I can say this is your energy. Energy is transmitted. Energy is transmitted from one point to another. One point to another. Okay, and this is also called as a what beta, the one which is traveling the energy. Manaku waves are in our syllabus two types nano. The first one is about your transverse wave, and the next one is about your longitudinal waves. Next one is about your longitudinal waves. Okay na? So what is an wave? Wave is nothing but energy which is being transmitted from your one point to your another point is called as of your wave. We have two types of your wave. One is about your transverse wave. Another one is about your longitudinal wave. Now, if I'm talking about your transverse wave, beta, now how do you define a transverse wave? Transverse wave is nothing but in which the particle, that means the disturbance, whatever is been created in a string, it will travel in the direction of your particle. That means in the x direction. But particle will be moving in the direction perpendicular to the axis. Okay na? Ante ipudu chudu oka particle itla తీసుకున్నాం right now. If it is right now like this is a wave motion, isn't it? The wave is moving in this direction. But if I'm taking any particle in this one, this particle or this particle is making to and fro motion perpendicular to the wave. If I take this particle here, it is also down and as well as of your up. Okay na? So wave is in the positive x-axis and the particle is moving perpendicular to this direction. Is that clear? What do you mean by transverse wave? So
yes, sir.
The transverse wave, the disturbance travels in which direction, beta? In x direction. Disturbance means energy. Energy is traveling in the x direction. But particles are moving in which direction, beta? But particles move perpendicular. Particle will move perpendicular to your x-axis. Got a clarity?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. In the same way, if I'm talking about longitudinal waves, in the longitudinal waves, what is happening? You see, if I'm taking this one as of your wave, the wave is no doubt moving in the front direction, and the particle associated with that one is also moving in the same direction. Is that clear? That means the particle in this one is also moving in the same direction. Okay, so wave is in the positive x-axis and particle is also in the positive x-axis. So that means how do you write the definition? So I can write here particles or particle moves along the same direction as disturbance. Like say when I'm speaking to you, isn't it? The sound is going in the front direction and the air particles are moving in the front direction, isn't it? Is it clear? Get it out?
Yes, sir.
So I'll draw the diagram here. So here the particle will move in this direction and the wave is also moving in the same direction. So this is the direction of your wave and this is the direction of particle. Both of them are parallel to each other. Ikkada perpendicular. Wave is moving in this direction and particle is moving up and down. Clear? Get it out? So the particles move along your same direction as the disturbance is called as of your longitudinal waves. And if the particles are, I can say the disturbance which travels in your x direction, but the particles are moving perpendicular to the x-axis is called as of your transverse wave. Okay, waves are also called as of your traveling waves. Beta. That is the thing we need to remember in this one. Clear for everyone? Is it clear, beta? Sure.
Yes, sir.
Second one, which is very important for us, that is wave equation. Wave equation. So how do you identify whether the given equation is wave or not? Okay, so wave equation is right now, see, whenever a wave is being moving in your x-axis and y-axis, like say I'll take the shape here right now. Okay, and this here there is one wave. So if the particle is starting the wave something like this here. This is a wave. This one is known as of your node. This one is also known as of your node. And this one is your antinode. You know the distance between node and node is how much beta? Lambda by 2. The distance between node and antinode, lambda by 4. In one complete wave, that means from here to here, if I'm taking one complete wave, the distance will be equal to your lambda. Clear, beta? Or
Yes, sir.
the distance from here to here, E point nunchi E point varaku. E point nunchi E point varaku. This is also your completely one wavelength, lambda. Ante kada? Antinode to this antinode, leaving one antinode in the middle one. Isn't it? That will be your wavelength lambda. So this is the thing which you need to remember is about your, what do you mean by your wave speed? What do you mean by your wave speed? Wave speed is represented by letter V. So V is equals to your coefficient of your T divided by coefficient of your X. Coefficient of X. Very, very important formula. Very, very important formula. Wave speed is given by the formula V is equals to coefficient of your T divided by coefficient of your X. Now, how do you write the equation? The equation of this one is something like this. Y is equals, like in SHM, Y is equals to your A into your sine omega T minus K into your X plus certain phi. So this is the basic equation of your wave. This is the basic equation of your wave. So Y is equals to your A into your sine omega T minus of your K into X. Here right now, if I'm writing the terminology is better for this one. So I hope you have rough idea related to this one. What do you mean by A beta? A is known as
Amplitude.
A is known as of your amplitude. What is K beta? This is very important. K is known as of your angular wave number. Is known as what? Angular wave number. Angular wave number, or also called as propagational constant. Or also called as what? Propagational constant. Propagational constant. Represented by letter K. K value is nothing but 2 pi by lambda beta. K K is equals to your 2 pi by your lambda. What do you mean by phi? Phi is known as of your initial phase. This one is nothing but for your initial phase. What do you mean by omega beta? What do you mean by omega? Do you have an idea?
Angular velocity.
Angular
Velocity.
frequency. This one is your angular frequency. Circular motion like the angular velocity. Omega
Yes,
value will
yes.
be equal to your 2 pi into your F. That will also be written as of your reciprocal of your time period is known as time period. Reciprocal of frequency is known as of your time period. So F will be equal to 1 by T, isn't it? So wave number is represented by K and angular frequency is represented by your omega. Omega is equals to 2 pi into your F, or it is your 2 pi by your capital T. Clear? So these are the 2-3 important formulas you need to remember in the wave equation. How do you write the value of your K and how do you write the velocity? So speed of your wave can be given by the formula coefficient of your T divided by coefficient of your X. Formula. What is the coefficient of T here?
Where, sir?
What is the coefficient of T? This one beta. Coefficient
Omega.
of, yeah.
Omega.
V will be equal to coefficient of T is omega divided by coefficient of X. Coefficient of X is how much? K. Antena? So V is equals to your omega by your K.
Yes, sir.
Else I can write V is equals to omega value in 2 pi by your T. Or 2 pi by your F.
Yes, sir.
Or 2 pi into your F divided by K. K value is how much for me? 2 pi into by lambda. This 2 pi will get cancelled. So that is equals to how much for me? Frequency into lambda. So V is also equal to your frequency into lambda. This is the another form of your wave velocity. The mode forms la raskochu manam wave velocity. So V is equals to your omega by K, or V is equals to your frequency into your wavelength. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Sure. The next one and very important one. Third point. Phase and phase difference. Phase and your phase difference. Phase and as well as of your phase difference. Phase is nothing but the thing which will give you complete information at a given time, isn't it? Like say for example, if I've got a wave equation, something like this, let me take the wave. The wave uncle. The wave is starting from somewhere here right now. Okay. Something like this. Okay. This one is known as what beta? Amplitude. Let's say. Kinda unte minus A.
Yes, sir.
So if I'm taking some particle on this one, like say for example, I have taken one particle here right now. This particle is like say for example P1. I'm taking one more particle here right now. Say for example, this one is of your P2. So ikkad nunchi ikkad varaku, this distance is like say for example x2. And from here to here, this is at a distance of your x1. And a particle P1, P2 రెండు different కదా. So when both of them are different, for x1, how do you write the equation beta? Y1 is equals to your a into your sine of your omega into t minus k times of your x1 plus of your phi. Antena? The same way y2 is equals to your a into your sine. This will be your omega into t minus of k into your x2 plus of your phi.
Yes, sir.
So if I need to write the phase difference, delta phi will be equal to your 2 pi by lambda into your delta x. So this is your phase difference formula. Delta phi is equals to your 2 pi by lambda into delta x. So what do you write the phase difference here? For this one, if I am writing the phase difference, delta phi will be equal to your phi 1 minus of your phi 2. Phi 1 value will be equal to your how much beta? That will be equal to your k into your x. Difference kada. So we need to write the value of your higher minus of your lower. That means I can write here difference right now if I'm taking. Let me take about this one. Stop talking. కనిపిస్తున్నాను.
Yes, sir.
How do you write the phase difference? Phi 2 minus of phi 1. Phi 2 value means k into your x2 minus of your k into your x1. So k will be common. K into your, this one is x2 minus of your x1. అందుకోసం ఈ ఫార్ములా రాసేసుకుంటాం. Okay, so delta phi directly you remember this formula, that will be more than enough. So that is your delta phi is equals to your 2 pi by lambda into your delta x. What is the delta x here beta? Delta x is known as
Change in phase angle.
change in path difference kada. Delta
Phase difference. Sorry.
that part. Yeah. So delta x is known as of your what? Path difference. Isn't this is your propagational constant, and delta phi is known as of your phase difference. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt in this one?
No, sir.
Sure. Next one. Fourth. Next heading, direction of wave motion. Idea on the how do you write the directions of wave motion? Positive x-axis లో పోతే ఇలా రాస్తాం, నెగటివ్ x-axis లో పోతే ఇలా రాస్తాం. If the wave is going in this one, this is which direction better? Positive x-axis.
Positive x-axis.
Positive x-axis లో వెళ్ళేటప్పుడు the equation will be equal to your y is equals to your a into your sine omega t minus of k into x. Okay na?
Yes, sir.
No doubt. Or else
No,
I can
sir.
even write this one like this. Y is equals to your amplitude a into your sine. I can write this one as minus of omega into t plus of your k into x. One and the same only, na?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? In
Yes,
the
sir.
same way, if the wave is moving in the negative x-axis, okay, that means this is your wave motion, but now the wave is moving in the negative x-axis. Okay, that means opposite of this equation. So this will be written as y is equals to your a into your sine. This will be your omega t plus kx out now. Okay, now
Yes, sir.
if it is moving in the positive x direction, isn't it? This can be written as like this, or else I can even
Yes,
write like
sir.
this. Y is equals to, this will become for me your a into your sine. This will be minus of omega t minus of your k into x. Rendu ఒకటే కదా, one and the same.
Yes, sir.
So this is your wave equation moving in the positive x-axis, and this is the wave equation if it is moving in the negative x-axis. Any doubt?
No, sir.
చూసుకో మరోసారి. Positive x-axis లో వెళ్ళేటప్పుడు ఈక్వేషన్ ఎలా రాస్తాం? Y is equals to a into sine omega t minus kx, and if I'm moving in the positive negative x-axis, y is equals to a into sine omega t plus of your k into x. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear beta?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Next one. Particle velocity and acceleration. Particle velocity and acceleration. Okay. So if the particle is moving in equation better, you know the basic equation of a wave. Y is equals to how much for me? Y is equals to your a into your sine. This one was omega into t minus of k into x plus of your phi. అవునా కదా?
Yes, sir.
ఇప్పుడు నాకు వెలాసిటీ కావాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి చెప్పు సార్? నాకు డిస్ప్లేస్మెంట్ ఉంది. సో వాట్ ఐ నీడ్ టు డూ?
Derivative.
డిఫరెన్షియేట్ చేయాలి కదా?
Differentiate అదే.
అవునా కదా? So if I differentiate the displacement with respect to the time, isn't it? So I'll be getting what? Velocity. అంటే velocity of the particle will be equal to how much? Velocity of the particle will be equal to your dy divided by your dt. అవునా? దీన్ని differentiate చేసేసుకో. We'll be getting
Yes,
right
sir.
now a into your omega. Differentiation of sine will be equal to your cos omega t minus of your k into x plus of your phi. అంటే velocity of the particle will be equal to your a omega into your cos omega t minus of your k into x plus of your phi. So this is the velocity of your particle. Okay, this is the displacement of the particle. Got it? ఇప్పుడు మనకు velocity వచ్చినప్పుడు can I write this one in terms of your another form also beta? This is in the form of your cos. What is the y here? Y is the position of the particle and x is nothing but a distance at the time of your t. అవునా కదా?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? Now if I'm writing this one, ఇది SHM లో కూడా రాశాను నేను. Velocity of the particle is also written as v is equals to omega under root of your. This can be also written as of your a square minus of y square. isn't it? So velocity of the particle can also be written as of your v is equals to omega under root of your a square minus of your y square. ఎందుకని ఇది మొత్తం cos theta తీసుకున్నాం అనుకో, you know the formula sin square theta plus of your cos square theta is equals to 1. అంటే cos square theta will be equal to how much beta? 1 minus of sin square theta, and cos
Yes, sir.
theta will be equal to how much for me? Under root of your 1 minus of your sin square theta. Sin theta value will be equal to in SHM how much? Y by your a. Ante cos theta will be equal to under root of 1 minus this is y square by a square. అంతే కదా?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? So దాన్ని ఈ cos ని నేను ఈ ఫామ్ లో రాసుకుంటున్నాను. So I'm getting the velocity of the particle is omega into under root of your a square minus of your y square. What is the y? Y is the position of the particle. So y is what here? Y is position of particle. Position of a particle at x distance. At your x distance at a time t. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? So this is the velocity of your particle.
Yes, sir.
This is the velocity of the particle, or else just this one. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now, when I know the velocity, how do you get the acceleration better? Now you tell me. How do you get an acceleration?
Differentiate.
Again, differentiate. What I need to differentiate? Velocity.
Yes, sir.
Next one. Acceleration. Acceleration of the particle means dv of the particle divided by dt. So differentiate this one. So differentiation of velocity e particle e point ration anko right now. So if I write this one, if I substitute this velocity here right now, we'll be getting directly the relation a into your omega. What will be the acceleration? A into your omega into omega square. Differentiation of cos is minus of this one will be equal to sine of your omega t minus of k into x plus of your phi. And the acceleration of the particle will be equal to minus of your omega square into a into sine omega t minus kx into phi can be written as what beta? Displacement of the particle. So acceleration of the particle will be equal to minus of your omega square into y. ఇక్కడ ఈ పార్టికల్ this one ఇక్కడ చూడు a into sin omega t minus kx is nothing but what for me? This one only కదా. This one is minus of omega square. This one is a into your sine omega t minus of your kx plus of your phi. This part can be written from here right now. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So acceleration of the particle ఎంత వచ్చింది మనకు? Sorry. This is the acceleration of the particle. Clear, beta?
Yes, sir.
One more very important point. Velocity of particle is also calculated with the formula beta, where Vp is equals to minus of your wave velocity into your slope. Very important relation. What it? Velocity of the particle is also equal to what beta? Minus of your wave velocity into your slope. Slope means tan theta. What it?
Yes, sir.
No doubt in this one?
No, sir.
చలో కొంచెం చేపిస్తాను. జై మెయిన్స్ లో అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్ ఒకసారి చూడు, జాగ్రత్తగా ట్రై చేయి. Like say, a wave is represented. A wave is represented by the equation. Is represented by the equation y is equals to your a into your sine. This one is a 10 pi into your x plus 15 pi into your t plus of your pi by 3. Okay. So now tell me what will be the wave speed? That means is it moving in the positive direction or x direction? And what will be the wavelength and what will be the wave velocities? Can you simplify this one? Now tell me in which direction the wave is going, you tell me.
Positive x-axis.
Positive x direction. చూడు ఇప్పుడే చెప్పాను నీకు నేను ఈక్వేషన్. ఒకవేళ దీనిలో నెగటివ్ వచ్చింది అనుకో, ఈక్వేషన్ లో నెగటివ్ వస్తే ఇట్ ఈస్ మూవింగ్ ఇన్ పాజిటివ్ ఎక్స్ యాక్సిస్. ఈక్వేషన్ లో పాజిటివ్ కనుక వస్తే
Negative x-axis.
నెగటివ్ ఎక్స్ యాక్సిస్. అంటే ద గివెన్ ఈక్వేషన్ ఇస్ మూవింగ్ ఇన్ విచ్ డైరెక్షన్ బేటా?
Negative x-axis.
Negative x axis. I don't know, it is getting stuck today. Just let me check it out once. So what is my answer right now for this one? In which direction is this wave is moving means? It is moving in which direction beta? The given wave is moving
In negative x-axis.
in negative x-axis. Tell me what is the propagational constant for this one? This is first question. If I ask you what is the value of k? K is how much?
15 pi.
15 times, sir. Chodu. Compared with this one is the standard equation. What is the standard equation, beta? Y is equals to your a into your sine. This will be k into x plus omega into t plus of your 5 kada. K position lemon manaku 10 pi kada. So k value is equals to your 10 pi. And k value will be equal to your 2 pi by lambda. That is equals to your
Yes, sir.
pi will get cancelled, 2 1s are 2 5s are. Until lambda will be equal to your, how much for me beta? 1 by 5. 1 by 5 and this will be equal to 0.2 meters.
Yes, sir.
What an idea.
Yes, sir.
Now if I ask you what is the wave speed, tell me what is the wave speed? V is equals to how much? Formula V is equals to omega by k. What is omega? In the place of omega we are having 15 pi. So this will be your 15 pi divided by k. In the place of k we are having how much? 10 pi. This one will get cancelled. So this will be equal to how much for me? 15 divided by 10. That means 1.5. 1.5 meter per second. This J means lot in a question, Anna. See how simple the question was.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? చూడు ఇక్కడ వెలాసిటీ ఆఫ్ ది పార్టికల్ ఇస్ నెగటివ్ ఆఫ్ వేవ్ వెలాసిటీ. అంటే ఒకవేళ వేవ్ పైకి వెళ్తుంది అనుకో, పార్టికల్ వెలాసిటీ ఏ డైరెక్షన్ అవుతుంది అన్న? కింద డైరెక్షన్ లో కదా.
Yes, sir.
ఇది వేవ్ ఉంది అనుకో, ఈ వేవ్ ఇట్లా పోతుంది ఇక్కడ. ఇక్కడ పార్టికల్ ఉంది అనుకో. Isn't it? If the wave is moving in the positive x direction, velocity of the wave particle will be in the downward direction. ఇక్కడ పార్టికల్ తీసుకున్నాం అనుకో, ఇక్కడ వేవ్ ఇస్ మూవింగ్ ఇన్ ద డౌన్వర్డ్ డైరెక్షన్, వెలాసిటీ ఆఫ్ ది పార్టికల్ విల్ బి ఇన్ అప్వర్డ్ డైరెక్షన్. ఎందుకంటే వెలాసిటీ ఆఫ్ ది పార్టికల్ ఇస్ ఆపోజిట్ టు ద వేవ్ వెలాసిటీ.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt in this one?
Sir, but cos graph is cos graph.
This is graph coming
Yes,
down.
sir.
Here the velocity of the particle will be up. Here also slope is down, velocity of the particle will be up. If I'm taking here the particle, slope is increasing, velocity of the particle will be down. Here slope is increasing, velocity of the particle will be down.
Okay.
What an idea? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Chalo. Next one kelna. Wave speed. Wave speed on your strings. Wave speeds on your strings. Like say, this is your string, and to this string some block is been attached. A wave pulse is created in this one beta, and this wave pulse is going like this. Okay, in the upward direction. Mass of this rope or this particle is say for example m, and length of this one is say for example l. Mass of this block is capital M. Okay, so wave velocity is given by formula గుర్తుందా?
Sir, question అర్థం కాలే.
Wave speed on the strings, on any strings what will be the wave speed? Wave speed general formula వచ్చేసి మనకు v is equals to under root of your t divided by your mu. What is the t here? Tension in the string. Very important formula beta. And mu is your linear mass density. And mu is your linear mass density. And v is nothing but what? Wave speed. V is nothing but what? Wave speed. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So wave speed on a string and wave speed on the string will be equal to your how much? V is equals to under root of your t by mu. What is t and what is mu beta? T is tension in the string, mu is what? Linear mass density. Linear mass density ante mass per your unit length.
Sir, మీ వాయిస్ లాగ్ అవుతుంది.
ఇది చూస్తున్నాను నేను కూడా ఎందుకు. Just let me check with the connection once. What is the formula beta? V is equals to under root of your t by mu. What is mu I told you? Linear mass density.
Yes, sir.
Linear mass density. And what is the T? Tension in the string. And what is V? V is your wave speed. Mu Rashi method today. Mu is equals to mass per your unit length. Mu ante enti? Mass per unit length. Here capital M is much greater than of your small m beta. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So how do you write the mu? Mu is equals to mass per unit length. And the different forms రాస్తామని చూడు ఇక్కడ నేను. V is equals to under root of your t divided by mu plus లో ఇది పెట్టేసుకుంటున్నాను. అంటే this is your m by l అంటే పైకి వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. Length of the string is capital L తీసుకున్నాం కదా ఇక్కడ L. అవునా? The small l is equals to how much here? Capital L. Or else I can write V is equals to under root of your t into length of the string. Mass is equals to volume into density of the string. Or V is equals to under root of your t into your L. Volume is equals to your area into length into density. L and L will get cancelled. So V is equals to under root of your t divided by your A into your rho. Can I write like this?
Yes, sir.
Because mass is equals to how much beta? Mass is equals to your volume into density. Okay, so M is equals to V into rho. Volume will be equal to how much beta? Area into length. So volume is equals to area into length వెళ్ళిపోయింది కాబట్టి V is equals to under root of t by mu into rho. And we already know that in the first year stress is equals to what beta? Force by area. Force by area అంటే ఇక్కడ force tension లో ఉంది, area A అంటే t by A can be written as stress beta.
Yes, sir.
Can I write like this? So V is equals to your under root of your this t by A can be written as of your stress divided by rho. And we know from elasticity chapter Y is equals to your stress divided by strain beta. So stress can also be written as what? Stress is equals to your Y into your strain. Can I write like this? So
Yes, sir.
V is also equal to your under root of your stress is nothing but equal to your Y into your strain divided by linear mass density. Okay. Strain means what beta? Strain is nothing but change in length by original length. From thermal expansion of solids beta in the first year chapter, alpha is equals to your delta L divided by L into your delta theta. Delta L means change in length. L is your original length. Delta theta is your temperature difference. Therefore, delta L by your L can also be written as alpha into your delta theta. What is alpha beta? Alpha is known as of your coefficient of linear expansion. So I can write here alpha is known as of your coefficient of linear expansion. This comes in the heat chapter, first year. And delta theta is your temperature difference. Temperature difference. And delta L is what beta? Delta L is your change in length. Change in your length. And L is nothing but what beta? Original length. L is nothing but your original length. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So I can write this formula also right now, something like this. So V is equals to your under root of your Y into strain is delta L by L beta. This delta L by L will become how much for me? Alpha into delta T, because I'm substituting this value here right now. So in the place of strain, I can write here right now delta L divided by your L. That means I can write in the place of this one, just a minute. So it is strain. Strain can also be written as what beta? Alpha into delta theta divided by rho. Can I write like this?
Yes, sir.
Chudu mala sir, ఏమైనా confusion ఉంటే let me know.
Sir, ఈ formulas as it is గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి.
కొంచెం ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసి గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాల్సిందే నాన్న. ఇట్ డిపెండ్స్ అపాన్ ఏది ఇస్తాడు అనేది డాటా పైన. ఒకవేళ యంగ్స్ మోడల్స్ ఇచ్చి ఆల్ఫా వాల్యూ ఇచ్చి టెంపరేచర్ డిఫరెన్స్ ఇచ్చి డెన్సిటీ ఇచ్చి వెలాసిటీ అడిగాడు అనుకో, ఈ ఫార్ములా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. లేకపోతే స్ట్రెయిన్ ఇచ్చాడు అనుకో ప్రాబ్లమ్ లా, దెన్ దిస్ ఇస్ ద ఫార్ములా యూ నీడ్ టు రిమెంబర్. వాట్ ఈస్ వై హియర్? వై ఇస్ యంగ్స్ మోడల్స్. ఓకే, ఓన్లీ స్ట్రెస్ ఇచ్చాడు అనుకో, వై ఇస్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు స్ట్రెస్. ఒకవేళ టెన్షన్ అండ్ ఏరియా ఇచ్చాడు అనుకో, దిస్ ఫార్ములా యూ నీడ్ టు రిమెంబర్.
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే, అండ్ జనరల్ ఫార్ములా వచ్చేసి ఇన్ టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ మాస్ ఇస్తే ఇది, అండ్ జనరల్లీ ఇన్ టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ వాల్యూమ్ ఇస్తే ఇది బేసికల్. ఓకే, కానీ యాక్చువల్ ఫార్ములా ఇది మొత్తం మనం ఈ స్టాండర్డ్ ఫార్ములా నుంచి డిరైవ్ చేసుకుంటూ పోయాం మనం.
సార్ నేను నిన్న ఒక ప్రాక్టీస్ టెస్ట్ సాల్వ్ చేసిన, సో దాంట్లో ఒక క్వశ్చన్ వచ్చిందా, అది దీని మీద బేస్డ్ అది పంపిస్తా క్వశ్చన్.
పంపించు. అర్థం కాలేదు చెప్పేది నాకు.
యంగ్స్ మాడ్యులస్ మీద బేస్డ్ ఒక క్వశ్చన్ వచ్చింది, సో అది ఈ చాప్టర్ నుంచేనా అని కన్ఫర్మ్ చేసుకోవాలని పంపిస్తాం.
ఎలాస్టిసిటీ చాప్టర్.
సారీ సార్.
మెకానికల్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఆఫ్ సాలిడ్స్.
ఓకే ఓకే సార్, ఆ చాప్టర్ యాక్చువల్లీ నేను చేసుకోలేదు
11th లో చేసింటావు ఎలాస్టిసిటీ చాప్టర్. నాకు ఒకసారి పంపించి చూస్తా.
ఓకే సార్.
V is also written as under root of tension T will be equal to how much better? Capital M into G divided by mu. Capital M ఎక్కడ నుంచి వచ్చిందన్న? ఇక్కడ చూడు, ఈ ఫ్రీ బాడీ డయాగ్రామ్ లో weight of the body is capital M into G in the downward direction. Tension in the string is capital T in the upward direction. So T is also equal to your mg. So capital T is equals to your mg కాబట్టి in the place of T I have substituted your mg. So I got this formula. V is equals to your under root of your mg divided by mu. Okay na?
Yes sir.
Sure. Next Saturday, and very important formula beta. Average power and intensity transmitted. And intensity transmitted. Average power and intensity transmitted. Okay, so P average formula వచ్చేసి P average is equals to your half into rho into your area, that is nothing but of your A రాసుకోవచ్చు. ఇక్కడ ఏరియాని నేను S తో రిప్రజెంట్ చేసుకుంటున్నాను. ఏరియా wave velocity omega square into your A square. This is your standard formula beta. Very important formula. రెగ్యులర్ గా JEE మెయిన్స్ లో అడుగుతున్న క్వశ్చన్ ఇది. S అనేది ఇక్కడ ఏరియా బెటా. isn't it? ఇక్కడ A అనేది amplitude. Already amplitude నేను capital A తో రిప్రజెంట్ చేశాను కాబట్టి అందుకోసం ఐఎమ్ రిప్రజెంటింగ్ ది ఏరియా బై యువర్ లెటర్ S. V is your wave speed. This is your wave speed. Okay, and omega is
Yes,
your
sir.
angular velocity. Wave is your angular velocity or angular frequency, and rho is your density. Density of your wave. Clear? Omega value can also be written as of your 2 pi into your frequency beta in terms of F good raskochu. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Intensity formula ఎంత అవుతుందన్న? Intensity is equals to your average power divided by area. That means that is P average divided by area is represented by S. అవునా కదా? So that will be equal to P average formula అక్కడ పైన half rho S into your V. Omega value will be equal to your 4 into pi square F square into your A square. అవునా కదా? ఈ వాల్యూ రాశాను స్క్వేర్ చేసి డివైడెడ్ బై యువర్ S. అవునా కదా? ఈ దీని స్క్వేర్ కదా ఇక్కడ ఒమేగా స్క్వేర్ అంటే ఇది స్క్వేర్ అయిపోయింది ఇక్కడ. ఈఎస్ వెళ్ళిపోతుంది 2 1s this one is 2 2s. That means this will come out for me how much better? 2 into your pi square frequency F square amplitude A square rho into your wave velocity. So the intensity formula will be equal to your 2 into your pi square F square A square rho into your wave velocity or wave speed. This will be the formula. Clear? So P average వచ్చేసి half rho S into V omega square into your A square formula, isn't it? And intensity formula will be equal to how much for me? I is equals to your 2 pi square F square A square rho into your V. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So ఈ formulas వరకు ఈ రోజు నువ్వు కొంచెం రివైజ్ చేసేసుకో. We'll try to do the numericals based on this one in the tomorrow session of your class. Okay? కొంచెం జేఈ మెయిన్స్ బుక్లెట్ తీసి దీనిపైన కొన్ని ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ చేసుకున్నాను.
Yes, sir.
ఓకేనా? ఎస్హెచ్ఎం కూడా ఒకసారి కంప్లీట్ చేసే. ఎస్హెచ్ఎం పీవైక్యూస్ ఉంటాయి కదా,
Yes, sir.
అవి కూడా ఒకసారి కంప్లీట్ చేయను.
Okay, sir.
ఇది నీకు నోట్స్ పంపించాను చూసావా?
అవునవును సార్ తీసుకున్నాను.
పీవైక్యూస్ పంపించాను కదా, ఆ ఎస్హెచ్ఎం మొత్తం చేసేసే దాని నుంచి తీసి.
సార్ మీ కాడ ఫార్ములా షీట్ ఉందా? ఫార్ములా షీట్
ఫార్ములాస్ కూడా ఉన్నాయి, పంపియానా?
దాని షీట్ ఒక పర్ చాప్టర్ ఒక 1 షీట్ లో అన్ని ఫార్ములాస్ అట్లా ఉంటాయి కదా?
ఉన్నాయి పంపిస్తా.
ఓకే సార్.
ఇంకా
ఎస్ సార్.
ఓకే బేటా, బాయ్.
బాయ్ సార్.